You to know that just because I'm pro-black doesn't mean that I feel supreme or I don't like your colors. Call me a fool. You can call me naive for believing that you can someday be achieved if we just replace all the hate with the love we receive. It may seem we have so far to go, but I truly believe that we'll get
with you today. So many familiar faces in the congregation, and we know this is our last day in this space, and so let's just worship with one another and connect in our spirituality together and love. Thank you.
I must have dreamed 1,000 dreams, been haunted by 1,000,000 screams, but I can see the dying feet. They're moving into the street. Now did you read the news today? They say the danger's gone away, but I can see the fire still alight. They're burning into the night. Too many men, too many people, making too many problems, and not much love to go around. Can't you see this is the land of confusion? And this is the world we live in, and these are the hands we're given. Use them and let's start trying to make it a place worth living in. Oh, Superman, where are you now? When everything's gone wrong somehow. Men of steel, these men of power. Well, I'm losing control by the hour. This is the time, this is the place. So we look to the future. There's not much love to go around. Tell me why this is the land of confusion. And this is the world we live in. And these are the hands we're given. Use them and let's start trying to make it a place worth living in. When the sun was shining and all the stars were bright all through the night, and the sound of your laughter as I held you tight so long ago. I won't be coming home tonight. My generation will put it right. We're not just making promises that we know we'll never keep. Too many men, there's too many people, making too many problems, and not much love to go around. Can't you see this is the land of confusion? Now this the world we live in. And these are the hands we're given. Use them and let's start trying to make it a place worth fighting for. This is the world we live in. And these are the names we're given. Stand up and let's start showing just where our lives are going to.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Did they not sound fabulous? The land of confusion. Do you know what I love? We do these talks, like I try to get like a month out when I'm prepping talks and things, and I just love how they just sync up and it's just divine. So that's pretty cool. So I'm Reverend Sheree Taylor-Jones, and we welcome you to Celebration of Spirit, a special community of sweet souls. And we're here at Live Oak UU, and this is our statement. And if you're willing, you can say it with me. We are founded on principles that support the evolution of consciousness. We recognize that every human is an expression of God filled with divinity. Every gender, race, sexual identity is welcomed. Beautiful. So, if you haven't silenced your phones, please do so. And as you do that, also go to your Facebook page and do a check-in. Let people know where you are, where you're getting spiritually fed. For those of you online, welcome, welcome. We are really glad that you are here and that you are part of this community. What else is going on? Oh, we've got the Energy of Money. It's a book study. It'll be 4 weeks. This is really an intense study that we're going to do, and it really looks at what are your beliefs that you learned from your parents growing up around money. Did you hear the phrase, money doesn't grow on trees? Well, that's what we then internalize, and then we kind of operate in life that way. So what we want to do is really deconstruct those ideas and those beliefs around money to allow you to have really a fabulous life, an even more fabulous life, I should say. This is not about tithing. So I know sometimes when you hear a money class, you're like, oh, the church is wanting more money. Well, yes, we do, but that's not the purpose of this book. So just be aware. Today is the deadline. I need to have 10 people for the class to run. So when you leave here, or you can do it now, please go and register. And you can do that through our website. There's a link there. Our Facebook page, there's a link there. There's also a link in the newsletter that will take you to Eventbrite, and then you can just register, and it's a love donation. All right, so I've got a special guest coming up who will read the daily word for us today. It's pretty powerful. I love also how the daily word just syncs up. For those of you who don't know, this is one of our sacred texts, actually, for unity. And it's a bunch of spiritual leaders in the community that get together and do these writings for the daily word.
Oh my goodness. Is this on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, it's not.
It is.
Okay. This is not the large print version. Hello.
Sorry.
That's okay. So take a deep breath, because we're doing this for our prayer today. And just let your energy flow from your brain down to your heart as you listen to the words. Divine wisdom, love, and strength guide me to freedom. That's our affirmation for today. How perfect. While I may not be able to control what is happening around me, I have the power to choose my response. Even though it may seem paradoxical, assuming complete responsibility for my reactions and choices is the key to my freedom. No one or nothing can make me feel a certain way. Living from this awareness gives me the power to create my life from the inside out. I choose my thoughts, words, and actions. If I don't like what life is showing me, I have the power to make new choices. I do not squander my spiritual freedom. Other people and worldly situations have no control over me. Taking fully responsibility for my life, taking full responsibility for my life, I am free to create my future by living from my divinity. From 1 Peter 2:16, as servants of God, live as free people, yet do not use your freedom as a pretext for evil. Don't like what's going on? Stop and change it.
Thank you, my love. Perfect. You all right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to invite the team to come up, and as they're coming up, I just want to share a quick blessing with you. I just love and adore each and every one of you, and I'm just so glad that you're part of this community, and I feel the same way with those of you online. So let's just do a quick centering prayer. Sweet Spirit, we are grateful for our time together. We are grateful for this community. We are grateful for each and every soul that is present. And we claim a special blessing on each person here. May their lives be filled with abundance. May they see joy and awe in all the beauty that surrounds us. May they know true peace. And may they know that they are vital for this planet. And so it is. Amen.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Oh, brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father,
We don't need to escalate. You see, war was not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. And now we got to find a way to bring some love in today. Yeah.
picket lines and picket signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Come on and talk to me so you can see what's going on.
What's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, yes. Woo. That is Kim Polini, Gail Gonzalez, and Paul Polini. Thank you so much. You guys are just amazing. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Woo! I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. Well, yeah, there is. They are just such a gift to us that we get that level of music and skill and love and passion and power every Sunday. Give them another round, people. Cooly wooly wooly. So my talk has been changed from, I was going to talk about like the voting stuff going on, and this is a voting year and what the energy is with that. But I thought this is a really better topic. I kind of got a download and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So we're going to be talking about what if we stepped into failure today. What? Yes, we will do that. So what if I started off first by telling you that you are an overcomer? An overcomer. Thank you. Yeah, overcoming means succeeding through a difficulty, through a problem, through failure. And my friends, you are overcomers. So whatever you've got going on right now, whatever seems like really hard and you're just kind of plugging through it and you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, know that you're going to be okay. We are going to be okay because you're divinity in skin. Keep forgetting that. You are divinity in skin, and you are here to do great things. As my mic just fell off. Okay. Oh, did you see the tug back there? Okay, so you're here to do great things. And so what does that mean? Even the things that we think are really hard are blessings. That's not working. Okay. I need a stylist. All right. So I keep saying that 2024 is going to be the best year ever, aren't I? I keep saying that over and over again. Thank you, my love. And I think that we have done some work to try to set that up, right? Thank you. December 31st, what we did is we released the things of 23 that no longer served us. And then the beginning of this month, we set our intentions, what we want to manifest in 2024. And I think there's one other piece that we need to do. And that piece is looking at letting go of failure as something that we label as bad, right? So what I'm going to ask you to do today is to reframe failure, to reframe the belief that failure is bad by stepping into failure. And you're probably like, well, how do we do that? I'm not sure that I want to do it. It's as simple as celebrating every mistake, every failure is a celebration of living, a celebration of exploring. So I want you to remember back, or if you remember your kids or your grandkids, when they started to learn to walk, did they just like get up one day and go, dun, 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 here I am? No, right? They finally got up, right? They held on to something, right? Really didn't want to let go. Eventually tried to let go, and then what would happen? Boop, right on their butt or their face, right? What if that kid at that point decided, you know what, I can't do this, I'm a failure. We would say, are you insane? Right? We'd pick them up and we'd coax them and tell them, come on, you can do this. Yet do we show ourselves that same kindness? No, most of the time we don't. How often have we shamed ourselves for failing or been shamed by someone else for making a mistake? You see, we have been programmed to accomplish, to succeed, and that success equals happiness. We've got memories from our childhoods of that level of training. You know, I remember as a child, I was the smart one. And I was the one that was going to accomplish great things in my family system. So if any grade came in that was less than an A, that's a family crisis. Family crisis. And I just, remembered that there was this level of programming that I couldn't make mistakes. Like that any failure was like this tarnish on the whole family. That's a heavy load for kids, but it's how our families learn from their families that then they pass that on, right? And when we have that kind of understanding, we learn that we don't really admit to making a mistake or a failure. You know, as kids, we know we're either going to get blamed or punished, right? Most times. And so, as adults, we then really learn to do everything so that we do not fail. And if failure happens, then it's got to be somebody else's responsibility and somebody else's fault. It's our humanity. And then we wonder why, as adults, we are so averse to taking risks, asking for help, making mistakes, right? We become terrified of failure. Now, here's the definition of failure: the lack of success, the omission of expected or required action. There's no definition in there that says that if you fail at a task, it means that you are a failure or that you are unworthy or unequal, right? There's nothing there that says that. But as human beings, we have internalized society's beliefs that if we fail, we are failures. Well, why am I speaking of that today? Well, because we know, right? This is our last day meeting here at Live Oak in this beautiful sanctuary that many of us have come to love. The energy feels so good here. We worship together here. We sound good with the amplification things. You know, we've got all of the systems and tech that we need here. And, it's really easy to see that we have failed here. We have failed to make this location flourish. That's what we've done here. But we don't have to internalize that and say that this community bites or is not enough, right? And that we are failures, because that's not true. That is not true. I found this really cute clip that I want to share with you that talks about looking at failure a little differently.
If you wake up and don't want to smile, if it takes just a little while, open your eyes and look at the day. You'll see things in a different way. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. Why not think about the times to come, and not about the things that you have done? If your life was bad to you, just think about what tomorrow will do. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone, yesterday's gone. to see you smile. If it takes just a little while, I know that you don't believe that it's true. I never meant any harm to you. Don't you look back.
Sweet, right? Now, if your focus was on the cat on the prep table with all the foods and stuff and all the hair that could be getting into the products, you missed the point, right? And so, if we're doing that, then we're using the faculty of judgment. And really, for this, what we're looking to use is the faculty of imagination. The faculty of imagination. Because for us to create anew requires us to let go of the rules. Let go of the rules and create anew. And so I just saw that and I just thought it was so cool. And so today I'm giving you permission to release the belief that failure means we are failures. And to create a new meaning that failure is a gift. Failure is a gift. Charles Fillmore's definition of failure is this: the inability through a lack of power to make a demonstration. Seeming failure is often a stepping stone to something higher. I love that. That last sentence is a sentence that I use quite a bit. It's a stepping stone to something higher. Stepping stone to something higher. And I think Fillmore is really saying that in failure, there's a profound lessons and growth and spirit and awakening. So I'm wondering if that sometimes we feel failure so much that we become paralyzed and we don't act. So I'm going to flip this around a little bit. If failure equals success, then perhaps we actually unconsciously fear success. What if we embraced imperfect action as action for our good? What if we made failure to mean wisdom? What if we recognize that failing is the only way through which we can create anew? Failure is human. Failure is the lesson. Failure is a step to success. Failure is growth. Failure is wisdom. Failure is the only way through which we can create anew. I think most of us can agree that how celebration of spirit is operating isn't sustainable. It hasn't been sustainable, and I think God and Spirit has been present to allow us to be going for this long. I mean, we're almost a year. That's pretty powerful. Now, whether it's the time, the location, the messages, the community connection, whatever the reason is, it's clear that it's not thriving the way that it currently stands. But guess what? Many communities aren't thriving the way that it stands. And it's just not church. It's just not unity, it's across the board on different religions, spirit groups, etc. Because the world is hungering for a different way, and ours is to create a new paradigm. But if we're always doing the same old, and the same things that we always know, then we don't have time to create anew. So this is a wonderful season for us. And I invite you to see the failures of Celebration of Spirit as the process of stepping stones, as we're stepping into something greater. And we can create a new way of looking at what we have done as just really amazing. We've done some amazing things together. Let's not forget that. And knowing that Celebration of Spirit's not really going anywhere, it's just transforming. And we don't know what that looks like yet. But that's okay. It's the trust and faith knowing that it's for our highest good. So, when you think of Celebration of Spirit and what's the new iteration looking like, these are some of the questions that I want you to ask yourself. What does the next iteration of Celebration look like to you? What does it feel like? Right? How can Celebration of Spirit become a greater gift to Austin? What would feed your soul more? What does your spiritual community do? And then what new actions should we take on? So I can't wait to hear all of your ideas, and I can't wait to get some new downloads as well and see, where we're going and what direction we're headed in. And I'm going to invite the music team up to set us up with this really powerful song that is just one of my favorite ones. It's A Change Gonna Come. And I gotta tell you, I'm gonna hopefully not cry. And this woman I heard her in rehearsal, and she was belting out some stuff, and I was just like, goosebumps everywhere. So sit back, enjoy, and prepare for meditation.
Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. I'm back to the movement, and I go downtown. But somebody keep telling me you don't need to hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me. But he winds up knocking me.
to carry on. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it
Kim Polini. Kim Polini. Woo! Woo! Thank you. Paul, you weren't bad yourself, but you know. All right. Good. All right. So if you're willing, let's get comfortable in the chair. Allow it to support you. If you're willing, have your spine erect so the energy can flow through and as you, and your feet on Mother Earth so Mother Earth can just balance that energy out. Because when it comes down from up top, ooh, that's a big swish that comes through. It's a lot of power to manage. Obviously. So if you're willing, let's take that nice deep breath in together. And exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. So in this moment, I want you to imagine a beautiful golden energy ball field all around this sanctuary. And this gold is just brilliant, brighter than any sunshine you can imagine. And it is of God. It is of the universe. It is of joy and laughter. It is holding you and supporting you. Now I want you to imagine that golden bubble separating out a little bit, and everyone here now gets individually circled by that golden energy. And the big gold dome still stays intact. But what it does is it connects each and every one of us to that energy of allness and love. That energy field is always there for you. It's for you, to protect you, to guide you, to keep you safe, and reminding you that you are not alone in the world, that you are never disconnected. We just have to remember to access the love of God, access the light of God, access the protection of God. It's there. And as we breathe in this knowing, there's some questions for you. What does the new you feel like? What does the transformed you look like? What are you going to do to feed your soul? How are you going to be a greater gift to your neighbors, to your friends, to your community? And what actions will you take to stay connected, to know that you are God's, to know that you are divinity in skin? And so in this moment, I invite you to take those questions into the silence and listen to what your highest self has to say. And at the sound of my voice, I invite you to take a moment of gratitude for being in the question, for really understanding that being in the question is how we spiritually grow and transform. If you got downloads, remember them and write them down later when you get home. And if you didn't get downloads right now in this moment, it's okay. You may be like me, who gets them in her dreams. Or like Graham, who gets his in the shower. All is all right. Let go of the expectations. Take a deep breath in together. And exhale. And when you're ready, bring your consciousness and your energy back to this place, this time, in this sanctuary. You may feel the chair underneath you. If you're willing, you can open your eyes. Take a look around at your neighbors and just let them know how much you love them, how grateful you are for them being a part of this community. And for those of you online, we are just so appreciative and call you our own. Namaste, angels. Thank you, Kim. That was absolutely beautiful. Love it. So I'm changing gears. It's very difficult when you're in that meditative state to flip to the offering. So this is why I really prefer not to do it. But okay, we are at that time where we give to where we're spiritually fed. And so we appreciate your donations, your tithes, your love, how you show up. And these are all the different ways that you can participate in sharing your abundance with us. And we take cash, and the basket will come around in just a second right after we do our offering affirmation. So if you're doing it with cash or a check, you can hold that in your hand. If you've done it electronically, then just envision what you've already given or will give. And let's say this together. In this moment, I am grateful for the abundance I have, grateful for the spiritual insight I received today. As I give this financial blessing, I see it supporting this community and blessing my life in unlimited possibilities. And so it is. Terrific. All right, so we are at the fork in the road. Get it? Come on. I saw this and I was like, yes. Our team met yesterday. We had our core team meeting yesterday here in the library. It's a beautiful library if you haven't seen it before. It's just sweet. And we discussed our next steps. As most of you know, our last meeting is today here at Live Oak, and the team has discerned that at this point we're going to go online only. And so when we go online only, we're going to be doing it the second and fourth Sunday. So in February, we're going to do it on February 11th and the 25th. Did I get those dates right? Okay, good. Thank you. So we'll do that. We're going to probably do it in the morning time. So I'll let you know the details. I'll send out a newsletter, of course. I'll put it on our website, on our Facebook page, to let you know the details. Kim and Paul have been generous and agreed to continue the work. So we're trying to figure out how do we best do that on a online kind of live stream way. How's that going to work out? So we need a little time to figure it out. So that's why we'll start on the 11th, and then we'll go from there and see what Spirit says and what's the next steps. All right. And there is fellowship afterwards. Stay, hang around, talk to each other, schmooze, smooch, hug, and we look forward to connecting with you again. And our loves are coming up to do the revolution I hear a revolution. Okay, I should not sing. Not right now. So grateful for these guys. Please give them a warm love again.
Are you ready for a revolution?
Yep. Revolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. You tell me that it's evolution. Well, you know, we all want to change the world. But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count me out? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Know it's gonna be alright. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Say you got a real solution. Well, you know, we'd all love to see the plan. Shoo-be-doo-wop, oh, shoo-be-doo-wop. You ask me for a contribution. Well, you know, we're all doing what we can. Shoo-be-doo-wop, oh, shoo-be-doo-wop. But if you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is, brother, you have to wait. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Tell me the institution. Well, you know, we all want to change your head. Shoo-be-doo-wop, oh, shoo-be-doo-wop. You tell me it's the institution. Well, you know, you better free your mind and say, shoo-be-doo-wop, oh, shoo-be-doo-wop. But if you go carrying pictures of Chairman Mao, you ain't gonna make it with anyone anyhow. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Don't you know it's gonna be alright? Alright, 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 alright. Thank you.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you, Paul. You brought it. You brought it. I love it. Okay, yes. That was powerful fun. I love you guys. All right, so if you're willing, the prayer for protection, right? Right there. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Mwah, 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 mwah. Have a fabulous week, and we'll see you soon online.